G.I. Joe fans, welcome to this week's G.I. Joe toy review, where today we are looking at the Dreadnought daughter of Zartan, Zanya. And before we look at Zanya, we're going to do our shout-outs of the week, starting with Back to the Media at 48 South Loudon Street here in Winchester, Virginia. And going to Back to the Media, you can find all of your video game needs, going from the Atari all the way up to current systems, games for each console, so go ahead and check them out. And while you're there, you can check out, after you leave there, if you need to get your console fixed or find other little gadgets, and you can also go to Play It Again Games on Middle Road, right behind the Sheets on Valley Avenue. So go ahead and check them out. And once you leave there, you can go to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles to get all your toys and collectible needs, as is G.I. Joe, Transformers, and so on and so forth. I mean, I got Serena in the Dreadnought 7-pack off of eBay, so I can't give Time Travelers a shout-out for that one. And, but it is what it is. And, but, after you leave there, if you got a toddler that you need some other stuff for, like slime or slinkies or any other kind of fun stuff, you can check out Thinker Toys at 106 South Loudon Street here in Winchester. So go ahead and check them out. And once you leave there, you can go over to 80 Weems Lane here in Winchester to check out all your comic book needs from the Marvel, DC, IDW, Devil's Due, all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and check them out. But if you're in the Salisbury, North Carolina area, you can go over to Comic Monsters and check them out. And you can get all your comic book needs met. And after you leave there, if you're in the Winchester area or plan to come into Winchester and you want some good old-fashioned Jamaican food, you can go to Tropical Island at 39 Piccadilly Street and see Lloyd and his wonderful staff and get some great Jamaican food. And if you like, going to see, to get your tree in your yard either brought down or the stump removed, or just to get your tree trimmed, you can hit up Mixed Tree Service and check him out and get your stuff done and get it done right. So definitely see Mick and his Mixed Tree Service and get your stuff done. After you leave there, if you need a bank to go to, you could go to Bank of Clark or United Bank and get all your banking needs met. Or you can go to your local bank of your choice. So definitely check them out. And if you're looking for if you're looking to go and get some cool stuff from either for all kinds of insurance, so you can check out State Farm or Farmers, or check out anyone that you want. But I do suggest going to see State Farm or Farmers, get some good quotes and some good policies. So definitely go ahead and check them out. And if you're looking for a place to get gas for your vehicle, go ahead and see Sheets or Handy Mart and get your stuff, get your things done. So get your gas tank full as well as you're getting your belly full. So go ahead and check them out. And once you leave there, if you're looking for well, that's about it for the shout outs. So let's do our PSA of mental health awareness, because Cobra Island proudly supports mental health awareness. So you can go to Robert C. Brown at Healing Grace Counseling Services and see what he has to offer. So definitely get that done. And after you leave there, you could go to, or if Rob's not your cup of tea, actually, you could go and see any other counselor here in Winchester, or you can get a hold of National Counseling Group. But if you're not in Winchester, you can also still hit National Counseling Group, as long as they're in your area, or you can see your local therapist's office. There's nothing wrong with seeking therapy, and there's nothing wrong with it. But if you go to, if you need psychiatry, which there's nothing wrong with that either, you can get a hold of Northwestern Community Services here in Winchester or Front Royal, or you can go to your closest therapist office. But if you need to text somebody because you're going through something and you can't get an appointment anywhere, you can text 741-741 and see what you get. Or you can go to hear Human Voice dial 988. So you definitely want to get some help there if you need it. But if you're looking for a place to go and get some good but if you need to get yourself into somewhere where that's not helping you, go to your closest emergency room. So let's go ahead and look at Zanya. We're going to start with her file card, which came on the box of the 7-pack of the Dreadnoughts, as you can see by the cardboard on the back. And it's got the Cobra logo, codename Zanya. And she is a Dreadnought, and there's the Dreadnought logo. It's his real name, or name, Zanya. Real last name unknown. Birthplace is Chicago, Illinois. Primary weapon is a rifle. Combat gear is a pistol. I don't supply her with her rifle because, I think she looks better with just a hand pistol. And it says, let me once I get in where it's clear. The daughter of Zartan is tough, tenacious, and never gives an inch. That's how she can more than hold her own in the dangerous Dreadnought gang. She stole and panhandled to get by as a child and learned how to take down opponents twice her size in hand-to-hand combat. She never knew her father until she found her way into the swamps and revealed her identity to him. So that's pretty much all I know of Zanya. But I don't know too much of her. I know she had an issue with her aunt. But more on that later. But here's her figure stand, upraised Cobra logo, Zanya on the front. And then you've got her pistol. Like I said, she does come with a rifle, but I don't really display it. I got it in my spare parts bin. But look at her articulation, sculpt, and paint apps. She does have the green dreadlocks. And she's got the black pads like her dad did. Or her dad does on his gear. Her arm can go up to this far. Of course, she's got her Zartan shirt. And her arm can rotate the full 360 all the way around. She can bend at her elbow. As you can clearly see, once I can do it. There it is. There we go. We got it bent. And then she can swivel all the way around. As she can rotate at the gauntlet. And she does have the ab crunch feature. As you can see, her legs can split about so far. She can kick forward. She's got a double bend at the knee, which a lot of the females don't have it, but I'm glad she does. And then her ankle can pivot out like this. It can rotate all the way around. So let's go ahead and gear her up. Like I said, I don't display her with her rifle because I think she just looks better with the pistol. That's just me personally. And go ahead, just put the pistol in her hand. And there we go. We got Zanya all geared up. Now, like I said, it's always good to have more females in the G.I. Joe toy line. I'm glad to do so. And I'm glad this is one of them. And glad to have her in the rankings. This would be, I would say, I don't know much about her, but through her, based on her sculpt and her design, I would put this in the upper middle tier, lower upper tier. It's just the fact I don't know much about it. Does take points away. But that's me. But this has been Zanya. So tune in next week for G.I. Joe lady. So now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Peace.